Never trust a man who doesn't love his wife. And some of you women are going over men who married. You crazy? You think he loves you? He never gave you a ring. The one he gave the ring to, he cheating on her, so you know he don't love you. Don't be a fool. He hates himself.
The topic of dating a married man has always been a hot topic. So welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Kafue. This is a space to connect to women from a place of love. And today we'll be talking about dating a married man. So myself, I don't date married men, and I make it clear from the word go. I really don't date married men. So there's this one day I met this lady. Okay, I didn't meet her, like it's a colleague I used to work with, and she was like, oh, like it was Saturday, so she was like casually, so okay, what plans do you have for the weekend? And I told her I have no plans, like no, I'm not going for a dinner. And then I asked her, so what about you? And she told me, yes, I always have dates lined up. And then I told her, dates, like who are you dating? Like she told me married man. Like, I mean, who do you date? What do you mean? I date married. Everyone dates married men. What do you mean you don't date married men? So she was like, so and then she asked me like, who do you date if you're not dating married men? And in my head I was like, are married men the only ones to be dated? And are you really okay with being second place? Like, do you have such low self-esteem to be dating a married man? Like, are you that slow to be accepting all the lies? Like, anyway, it was a lot, and most women think like that. Most women do it, but personally I don't support it, because karma is karma. One day you'll be married and one day your husband will do the same thing, so I don't do it. So but that is me. Everyone has their reasons to do what they do. But anyway, let me roll the clips for you to see what these women have to say about dating a married man, and we'll be right back to this video.
I just wonder how stupid we can be to believe the guy. He telling you he love you and he got a wife. You know he lying, and you so stupid. Not you, the other person next to you. You are so stupid you believe the guy. He hates himself. That's why he can't love anybody.
How can you, as a single woman, think to yourself that, okay, well, I'm dating this married man and you're loyal to him? How are you being loyal to a married man? It doesn't even make sense. You'll find single girls not being loyal to their single boyfriend, but you'll find a single girl being loyal to a married man. Like, make it make sense. That's what I'm talking about with married men knowing how to make you delusional, because you start becoming delusional.
Draw your ear. This message is from a sister to a sister. Women supporting women. See, when you are dating a married man, build them. What did I say? Build them. It is transactional. Nothing like I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him. If you decide to want to carry belle, let it be that the pregnancy you are carrying is because you want to benefit something. Because I know a lot of young girls are getting pregnant for married men because they want to be collecting money from him. Good. At least you know what you are doing. But I'm talking to you that used to go and fall in love with somebody's husband. I'm in love with somebody's husband. He will not leave his wife for you. And even if he leaves his wife for you, he will not marry you. He cannot even leave his wife for you. A lot of times, you are not the one causing problem in that married man's home. Stop feeling too important. Many times, a lot of these married men already have problem in their homes before they came to meet you. You are just a distraction. Stop feeling like, oh, it is because he's dating me, that's why his marriage is scattering. It's a lie. His marriage has been scattering before he met you. You are the one even arranging it with the good sex and the good company that you are giving him. A lot of these married men's marriage are scattered. Forget all these married women that are looking for who to push blame on. Their marriage has scattered before you even came in. A lot of these marriages are not working. These men are looking for distractions. Don't let them to use you. A lot of these married women are just looking for who to push blame on. Some of them, it's not you that is causing the problem. Some of them, they cannot communicate. Some of them are married to strangers. Some of them do not even, they have their issues. They just want to come and put you in the middle. So as a young girl and you decide to date a married man, it should be transactional. Don't go and fall in love with people's husband. Go and find your own. They will not leave their wives for you. And even if they leave their wives, they will not still marry you. I know of a lot of married men that have left their wife. They did not still marry you. They will still come and tell you. So it simply means it's not about you. If a married man truly loves you, he will not be with his wife. There's nothing like I'm going to leave her, I'm going to leave her. He will not leave his wife. You're already playing the role. So be transactional. Let it be something that you are benefiting. not love. You can't love somebody's husband. If God want to send somebody's husband to you, his wife will go before you come in. If God want to send somebody's husband to you, they will be divorced before you. Just like me, I left my ex-husband before another woman came in. If I was there, she cannot come inside. So her prayer was answered. He has to be single for her to go in. So a married man cannot be married and you be saying that he should leave. If he wants to leave his wife, you will not even be in the picture. He will leave his wife before he come and meet you. So stop allowing these married men deceive you and use you. Because my anger is that they are using most of these young girls and they are deceiving you. Don't worry, don't worry. And they're making, sometimes they're making you do abortion. They're making you do dirty things in the name of I love you. They'll be using you to do experiment and adventure, threesome, orgy, what rubbish. They will debase you. Using you and be doing experiment, adventure.
Things you need to know. If you're dating a married man or you're planning to date a married man, number one, you will never be his top priority. He will always choose his family over you. Number two, he will never leave his wife for you. But if he does leave his wife for you, it can never be the same because the chill is gone. It's not dating you anymore. You are now living together as husband and wife. He will still leave you, go chasing outside for another person because men, they are hunters. Number three, keep your options open. Is somebody's father and husband. He might not be there for you on that cold night. And finally, you are in a high-risk relationship that can explode in your face anytime.
You see, as a woman, let me teach you something. When you date a married man, he will give you false hope. He will use you sexually. He might even transmit sicknesses to you because he's already cheating on that particular woman. Dating a married man is the highest form of failure you can ever run into in your life. There are men outside there that are for you. There are men outside there that are ready and looking for a woman like you. But the more you run for married men, the more they'll give you false hope, use you sexually, ride you for years, and at the end, you'll be sitting with a child or even running around with child support and all those types of things simply because your mind is not matured enough when it comes to relationships. Run away from married men.
Disadvantage of falling in love with a married man. In as much as a lot of us live in denial, many of us are victims of falling in love with married men. Let's talk about it. You are in love with a married man, right? There's a difference between sleeping with a married man and loving a married man. First of all, who is a married man? A married man is that man that is committed to another woman. A married man is that man that has given himself to another woman. He has promised her heaven and earth. He belongs to somebody else. And the Bible said, for those of us who are Christians, what God have joined together, let no man put asunder. But life happens. Many of us fell in love with these married men. Most of these married men are nice. Most of them are honest. Most of them are helpful. You could fall in love with a married man for different reasons. I understand. I'm not here to judge you. After all, I'm not God. But I want to tell you this advantage so that you're going to take necessary precaution as a young girl. Because oftentimes, when you fall in love with a married man as a young girl, you are always at the receiving end. Yes, remember that you are falling in love. And when you fall in love with this married man, you give them your all. At the end of the day, you don't go back with anything. You have everything to lose and they have nothing to lose. They've already built a family. They already have a wife. And they always have something to go back to. Now, when you fall in love with a married man, you just allow him use you. A lot of married men need you for distraction. In as much as they're in love with you, they're not ready to leave their wives. There's a difference between a woman you want to marry and a woman you want to love. Love is different from marriage. A lot of married men who are in love with you are just in love with you for different reasons. A lot of them cannot cohabit with you. A lot of them cannot make you their wives because most of these young girls, you especially, you that young girl, you have not reached a certain level of maturity. You might not be able to handle the real him because oftentimes You are dating this married man and you're not seeing all of him because you don't live with him. He's just going to show you a part of him. That's what you are loving. You don't know so much about this married man because there is no commitment. He just sees you once in a while, buy you stuff, spend time with you, buy you a car, spoil you with gift, but you don't know his true character. And oftentimes, the reason why a lot of married men just stick to their wife and date you is because you have not reached the mental capacity to tolerate their excesses. Dear beautiful young girls, you need to see what these wives tolerate from these men. Their wives are trying. I cut cut for a lot of married women. The kind of baggages that these their wife cover up for them. My sister, I don't think you can take it. So think twice.
It doesn't matter if the man is married or not. Most of the time, the married man come onto the woman. So it's not the woman chasing the married man. You have to understand, if it's not her, it'll be somebody else anyway. She might as well get the money, teach him a valuable lesson, and move on. Okay, we don't say, oh no, you can't do that because he's married. Look, he done came up to you. Do what you gotta do. Get your money. Okay? You trying to give it away to somebody, you might as well take it. He's gonna give it to the next chick that walks in if you don't give it. Okay? So I don't really care if they're married. If they coming on to women, they ain't acting married. So guess what? They gonna get treated like they ain't married either. And their wallet's gonna get treated like they ain't married. And then they can go home and be, go to their wife and do whatever they need to do. But if they coming out looking for women, they gonna get, gawked by the smart ones anyway. So, yes, I really don't go against that because I feel that if the man is coming on to you, then he's not acting married. Okay. Right. No, James isn't cheating. He's always home. That's why I get him old, baby. Okay, so
there are two lies a married man tells when he is hunting down his prey, which is usually a very attractive single woman who's never been married, never had children, but here they are. I'm going to tell you what they are, and I'm going to tell you what to say in return. The first one is, it's over with me and my wife. Yeah, we're still living in the same house, but, we've called lawyers and we sleep in separate beds and it's just totally over. We've been to counselling, we've tried everything, it's over. That's the first one. The second one is just the tip. Now, when you hear either of these things, this is what I want you to do. You're going to say, oh my God, do you expect me to believe that? It's like they all got together in a club and designed these two very lies. One, to get you into their presence, and two, to get into your pants. Falling in love with another person's spouse is not love. It's fear of intimacy. It is falling in love with the idea of love, not actual love itself. It is chasing after the unobtainable. And the same is true for any love relationship whereby there's a gate, there's an impasse, they're overseas or they're married or something. You're married. Married people chasing after other people, it is not love. Stay away from this thing. Get out of town, get on a plane, leave. If a man truly loved you, he would sort out the business and be absolutely single with divorce papers in his hand before he came for you. Single woman out there with never married and no children, you are worth more than somebody's seconds or somebody's slops. Hate to say it like that, but you're worth more than that. Like and follow for more life advice with Dr. Deb.
If you're a single babe dating a married guy, unless you have the skills and lack of Camilla, King Charles's wife, babe, have an exit plan. I've seen too many of my friends get caught up with married men who waste their time.
Do you know that many married men have side chicks to avoid divorcing their wives? Some married women may disagree, but the side chick is the one that holds your marriages. A lot of marriages are still standing because of side chicks. They are powerful. They hold the marriage together because everything the wife cannot do, the side chick does. They serve your husband, changing his brakes, oil, and performing tune-ups. In other words, if the wife doesn't want to give him sex and other services. The side chick is there to provide it. Everything the wife cannot do, the side chick is doing for him. That married man that you are dating is dating you so that he can keep his marriage. Do you think that he will leave his wife? No. He will not leave his wife because you give him everything he lacks in his marriage. You are his distraction. That's the reason he would much rather keep you on the sideline so that you can satisfy his needs. Stop getting carried away because you are dating a married man. If you want a married man to marry you, stop sleeping with him. Deprive him. Yes, deprive him, because the relationship that he is having with you are what strengthens his marriage. A lot of married men are very selfish and transactional. It's a transaction for him because he wants something from you. When they want to chase you, they will spoil you with gifts. A lot of married men get angry when their wives go to fight the side chick because the side chick are important. They relieve the wives of stress. If there were no side chicks, the divorce rate would be higher. If the side chicks decide to close their legs, marriages would scatter and your husband will divorce you. So, side chicks are important.
Many women sit down and they speak about, yes, this man cheated on me. He cheated on me before I married him. He cheated on me after I married him. And you think that when he was cheating, when you were dating, did you not think that he was going to cheat when you were married with him? Did you think that marriage was going to now take away his ability to cheat? The truth of the matter is that many women are in marriages that they could have not ended up in, provided that they would have listened to wisdom. Today they are fighting left, right and center simply because they ignored the red flags during the time when they were dating. Marriage is an amplifier. If he is an alcoholic before he married you, he will be a worse alcoholic when he marries you. If he was a cheater before he married you, he will be an advanced cheating person when he marries you, answering the phone in the toilet, answering the phone before he parks the car in the house, going for business meetings but he's going to hotels with other women. Don't ignore the red flags. That is why you are in the trouble you are in today, because you ignored the red flags, all in the spirit of forgiveness. You can forgive, but it doesn't mean you need to go back to what you have forgiven the person of.
This is a message to any women dating married men, so if you're not, keep scrolling. More specifically, this is for those that are hoping and believing that he's going to leave his wife for you. Look, I'm not here to judge you. You already know what you're doing is wrong. You're already aware that this could negatively affect the wife's life and the kids if he has any. But you're still doing it. So let me help you out, sis. He's not gonna leave. No, seriously, he's not. If people are truly unhappy enough, they will leave. Regardless of their circumstances, regardless if they have kids, unfortunately, regardless of their financial situation. So stop believing the excuses. You deserve better than this, and so does his family. 90% of the time, men don't leave. He's coping in unhealthy ways, so do everyone a favor and get out. Also, if you're dating a married man and not expecting him to leave, I have nothing to say to you.
From the man's perspective, what would make a freshly married man decide to hop in somebody's DMs, decide to have a side chick, decide? What would make a man do that? What would a man's mindset have to be?
I think the unfortunate reality of this is that having a woman is a walking advertisement for other women, right? So at the end of the day, if his moral compass is not right, and this type of man we talking about, his moral compass is not right. So me having this wife or me having this girlfriend, she is a walking advertisement for other women. And that's what my issue comes in at, right? We love to sit here and act like, oh, I didn't know, I didn't do this. We can't give women credit for being FBI detectives on one end, and then on the other end, say, I didn't know that man had a wife. Okay, so you know how many chicks liking his pictures, you know which chick commenting too crazy, you know his auntie name, you know how many kids he got, you know all of this, but you don't know he married? Well, let me explain something to you. Men are not that good at hiding things.
Some are. Some of them is good as are.
Men,
We ain't gonna say all. But come on.
It's very easy to hide some that y'all not really looking for real.
You should never ever date men, married, engaged, or who just simply has a girlfriend. Even if he's the biggest catch ever and he wants to date you. No. Hello, I'm Olga, high value dating coach. Make sure to check my profile. And the first reason why is that you as high value woman, you should seek and allow in your life only men with similar or actually same values as yours. And loyalty should be on top of them. And as you see, for this man, loyalty is on the lowest low of his values, if he even has any. Second of all, don't let anyone in your life to treat you as second option. You will not become his first choice by first being his second choice. And if you already found yourself in such position and you are dating married men, please make sure to follow me, because in my next reels I will share some tips how to make him less attractive in your eyes, so you can easily walk away from him. See you in the next one.
So if you watch those videos, especially Blessing CEO, she says that you can't just be dating a married man for love. Like, come on, what is love? Like, if you're dating a married man, you have to build them. Like, they have to be providing some sort of finances for you to be there, because you can't just be dating a married man for free. And I really support that. Yeah, like, okay, I don't do that, but I think if I was to do it, I'd do it for the same reason. Like, I will do it for free. But anyway, and then another thing is that the man who says like dating a married man is the highest form of failure for a woman. Like, I also agree with that, because you want to tell me, you as beautiful as you are, as intelligent as you are, you want to tell me there's no man for you? You want to tell me the only man that is for you is another woman's man? And then another thing is that the biggest reason why I don't do that is that myself, I've been through it. My boyfriend stroke baby daddy was doing the same thing. He was running around with a stray cat. And yeah, like, okay, that really hurt, because like, you communicate to a person like, this is the reason why I'm so unhappy in this relationship, blah, blah, blah. And they end up specifically dating or quote unquote marrying or staying with her to hurt you or to piss you off. But anyway, like, that is one reason I want you to do it. Trust me, when you help someone cheat, they don't even respect you to begin with. They don't even trust you for that matter, because if you help me cheat, you can definitely do that to me. And the second thing is that this man will never leave his wife alone. And if you are the reason he leaves his wife alone and now you're together, then the rush is not there anymore. Like, yeah, the rush is not there anymore, and it gets boring. Plus, your karma is on your way. Because let me tell you something that I really had said somewhere. You can't build a happy home on another woman's tears. Like, you can't really build a happy home on another woman's tears and trust. Like, I'm a believer of that. Like, you don't build happiness on other people's chaos. If you want to build a happy home, go find your own man, build that happy home. Don't take a man from his family. You know, nowadays even people use witchcraft, especially here in Africa, people use witchcraft. And then you find like a man who loves his wife, who has a beautiful family, leaves his wife and his kids, ends up even providing for another woman's kids and leaves his own kids. Like, some women use all that, but I don't know. I think that is sad, and I think your karma is always on the way, because you can't. Let me tell you something. On top of causing that woman hurt and pain, you're also causing those children hurt and pain. Those children will grow up to knowing you're the reason why they didn't have their father in their lives. Like, Are you really comfortable with that? Personally, I'm not that shady. Like I wouldn't, like I don't know, even I wouldn't even sleep thinking about that. Like some innocent kids are unhappy, they are because of me. No, like I don't think I will do that. Like even if I date a guy and he has kids, like like the first question I always ask, like the guy that I'm dating, the first question I always ask is, how are your kids doing? Like, I wouldn't want to be the reason why this man is not in his kid's life. Like, it doesn't even make sense to me. And I don't know. Plus, are you okay? I feel like dating a married man has to come from a place of low self esteem to some extent. Like, except those who do it for a quick financial gain. But if that is your character, like all you do is date married men, I think it has to come from a place of low self-esteem, because you can't be telling me you're not confident enough to pull your own guy out there. Like personally, I want a man who will love me loudly, like and a married man can't love you loudly. Trust me, a married man can't love you loudly. Like you'll always have to be hiding. When his wife calls, you have to keep quiet. Like, oh, he can't be there with you for Christmas. Or even if you end up getting pregnant, your child will always be a child out of wedlock. In quotes, the child will always be a bastard child. Like this, I don't know, but what I just can't do it, I don't do it. And if you're in for it, let me give you a quick story time. So there was this colleague I met at my former job. He was really into me, and then I was like, so he was asking me, what do you like in a man? So he looked so young. I was sure he was single. So I was like, first things first, I don't date married men. I really don't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the energy to waste on a man that's not mine. Like, I can't really invest any of my energy, any of my emotions on a married man, because that's just not me. So he took that information and ran with it. So he really hid the fact that he was married. He really hid it. Mind you, this person has like a 13-year-old daughter and another like 5-year-old daughter. Like, I really did my research about this guy because I felt like something is sketchy. You know how women and our intuition were really strong, right? So I really did my research, and then I found out that he was married, and that's how I really like put an end to friendship, whatever we were having. Like, I really put it, because I can't do it. I don't know about you. And then this woman in the clips that says that side chicks are the ones who keep a marriage together. Like, really, I don't believe so. Like, yeah, like if you need a side chick to keep your marriage together, then I don't think you should be married in the first place, because I think you should be with a side chick. And then a lot of times men hate their wives. Like the first pastor who spoke in those clips, he said that, why would you want to be with a married man? It's clear that the married man doesn't love his wife. So you think you're special because he's choosing to run around with you. You're not special. That man doesn't love his wife, and if he doesn't love a person who he's committed to and investing in, what makes you think he'll love you? He won't love you. So anyway, let me stop talking too much. That's all I had for today, and I hope you liked this video. So these are the first few videos I'm putting out. I really hope you like them. I'm really trying my best to improve. And next time we'll have like a live commentary. So this is all I had for today. And please, if you made it this far, like you're a real one, thank you. Like this video, share it, and I hope you subscribe. Like, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Anyway, bye.